Hey everybody, just wanted to give you a preview video on a big topic that I put out as a test last week about basically trade the markets like a boss, but it was specifically for people that are in India that are interested in just trading the NSE, but this can be used globally in various ways, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so this is a set of reports I'm putting out over the next few weeks. And this is the different topics that these reports cover. These are all free. They're really designed for all newbie human traders. And these are all different misconceptions that a lot of retail traders will have. The first one is really that a lot of retail traders unfortunately fall into is what we call the 90-90-90 club. Well, that's basically 90% of all retail traders will lose 90% of their money within 90 days. Okay, that's where the insiders and professionals term this, so I cover this topic. Another thing I cover is, to me at least, is really important to the real key behind the whole machine of trading, the flow of trading, no matter what you're trading, what asset class or where you're trading. A big one for me, and of all the stuff that I've learned, and all the people I talk to that go up into the $1 million trading portfolios, there's a lot of common elements to it, and it's really simple stuff. It's using fundamental analysis based on simple supply and demand of whatever it is. Futures, options, there's only so much supply out there of a particular asset, and there's a demand for it, and that's what drives the prices for it. And that's all demand is driven by new sentiment and other things that will impact the demand. So that's how the markets have consistently worked up until about the 70s or 80s when electronic trading came into play. So this concept has been around and still around for over 100 years. So another area that's a lot of people struggle is day trading. I cover this a little bit. I don't go too much into it. Another thing that is big that people just don't get with retail brokers is there's 11 ways they're screwing you. I cover this pretty extensively in these reports, and I want people to really understand this and implement the solutions that I'm going to offer here. So there's a couple here. There's only really two brokers I would recommend, depending upon the type of trading you're after, and what kind of trading strategies and what kind of trading assets you're after. I've got one broker for you. If you follow me, you pretty well know what I'm referring to here. So if you're an exclusive retail Forex trader, only want to trade Forex, there's a great broker out there. The automation, the API support is really limited, but you can kind of get away with it with literally nothing starting out at. But the other solution, which we all know, I won't mention here, but you gotta have a stash of cash, but they're very clean. Well, probably a better way to put it is that they're the cleanest, sturdy shirt out of the bunch. So I talk about those two there. Now the other thing, a lot of the retail traders out there is this MetaTrader MT4 and MT5, MQL, Forex trading software, misconceptions. Nothing wrong with the software, but there are things there when it comes to the foreign broker that are like red flags that you should be aware of, which ties back into the 11 ways that those brokers are screwing you. Now, there's going to be a bunch of people who always argue this, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really care about people like that because they're probably angry and they're just going to consistently lose money. And maybe they are making a little bit of money, but they're not bringing back the kind of money that they could potentially have as a return on investment for their endeavors on the platform and with the broker. But again, I don't really care about people like that because they're just doing it for probably years or whatever and just angry at the world because they're consistently losing. All right, so another important factor is years ago I put together a series of webinars on 7 ways to constantly profit. Simple concepts, simple tips, probably simple aha moments. Maybe some may be new, some may be obvious, but they're there in these reports. Now, the whole idea behind these is to give you trading edge, which is obviously important because there's more and more and more people getting into this game. So Trader Edge is really important. Now, part of these reports I'm going to have, and remember, this is all free. It's all free what I'm doing for people. So along with one of the reports, I'm going to have a 45-minute private video tutorial, which you can go through the reports and use this 45-minute video to use as a tutorial to coincide with what I'm about to present here. So the first thing is 2 pieces of software that I would recommend. And one's free, one's not. This is the first one. Open source stock trading third-party solution. I don't develop it. I've got no affiliation with them. They probably don't even know who I am, but that's okay. But they're an open source trading solution. When I'm saying open source, hey, you get the source code for free with it. Very powerful. You can use it for your own use. But here's some of the big benefits you get. The biggest benefit, if you're really into stock trading, you'll be able to scan real-time stocks, thousands of them in real time. And you can do this with over 34 stock markets globally. And of course, in this video, I showed different examples for both US and India. And that obviously includes the NSE. So, really, really powerful. Now, also as part of these demos, I've got a few popular technical indicators that are out of box that you can generate your own custom trading signals from. And there's really no programming involved. That's a nice thing about it. So, also, part of these reports, I give you affordable data providers and software for basically all that major asset classes out there, including Forex, stocks, future, options, which will save you thousands of dollars in back testing, historical data. I say this because there's a lot of future data out there that you can get, and these vendors are charging thousands upon thousands of dollars to get access to it. But guess what? Using one of these data providers, which probably, again, some of you who know, that will save you thousands of dollars using one piece of software will cost, I don't know, $100, $200, and joining the service, which is fairly affordable depending upon the kind of data you want. And then at the same time, you can generate that data, put it nicely into a CSV or a comma separated value field or a table or file, put it in Excel or dump it into a database if you know how to do that. And at the same time, with the same service, you can get all the same data in real time, including Forex, and it's very, very, very affordable. Depends upon the data. There's US, and I believe there's also the UK as well. This is a really powerful piece of software. The second piece of software, it's an Excel add-in. It's for the pro version, I'm thinking it's about $150 US. And this has 100 plus set of technical indicators. So I've got various demos that you can use from the out-of-box demos that you use in Excel for both Forex and stocks. And as a data source, you can use Yahoo Finance. But I got to keep telling you, when you start using Yahoo Finance for free, you're going to hit all kinds of problems, timeout errors, because they don't want you to consistently hog the servers. There's also the data. What kind of data you can get in terms of market data is very limited. That's why I'm suggesting these third party. And of course, you can also get the stock market data as well from a broker as well. So that pretty well summarizes everything. And be on the lookout for that. So if you're on my social media, if you are on my email list, or you are on my daily digest, I'll give you a download link where to get all this stuff. Pretty cool. I've been at this for almost 6 years, and this is the most exciting set of reports I've ever done. And part of that is just to give, again, human traders a set of resources to go for free with my videos, and it's all encapsulated in one set of reports, as well as this 45-minute tutorial for non-programmers. That's the key, for non-programmers. And I highlight, again, stress for human traders who are new at this or just coming into this from, who knows, a job where you got laid off at a bank or a hedge fund or whatever. All right, so hopefully I'll help you out. Keep your eyes peeled now. Later.